Hi everybody, today I'm going to demonstrate how to replace the impeller in your Intex Pool Filter Pump, such as this one shown on the table. This particular model is the number 638R, which is shown on the writing on the side of the pool pump. However, I assume this process will work for similar sized or slightly larger, smaller pumps from the Intex range. Firstly, how would you know if your impeller needs replacing? Well, the first sign will be that if you put your hand where the water comes back into your pool and you feel a reduced flow of water or no flow at all, yet you can hear your pump running, then the chances are that your impeller may have been damaged, either partially or completely. The other explanation, of course, is that your filter pump cartridge needs replacing, so you should check that first. But if the filter pump cartridge looks clean enough, then the chances are your impeller may have been damaged. So I'm going to explain today how you take apart your filter pump in order to inspect and then possibly replace your impeller. The tools you will need is a crosshead screwdriver, and not essential but will make the job easier, a flathead screwdriver and some pliers, preferably long nose pliers. Before we start, a safety tip. Obviously disconnect your pump from the mains power supply before attempting any maintenance work. And also, it is possible to replace the impeller while the pump is still connected to the pool if you follow the same procedure as you was in changing the filter pump cartridge. That is, to seal or turn off the inlet and outlet hoses to the pump and turn off the pump itself from the power supply before attempting to open it. However, there are some snags in doing this, and it may be best if you completely disconnect the pump from both the pool and the power supply and take it to a comfortable place such as a workbench to work on. Okay then, how do we get to the impeller? First of all, unscrew your filter pump top like you will be accessing the cartridge. The cartridge in this example has been removed, and at the bottom you can see a white coloured piece of plastic with two screws holding it in place. Using your crosshead screwdriver, unscrew the two screws. Next, you should be able to pull up the white plastic cover. Be careful not to lose the screws. At the bottom, the white circular thing in the middle is the impeller. On this example, the impeller has been completely destroyed, i.e., all of its vanes have actually come off. To remove the impeller, you just need to pull it upwards, but it is actually magnetic, so it may offer some resistance. The best thing to use is the pair of long nose pliers. This is the impeller and its magnetic shaft. As you can see, all of the vanes that are normally fixed around the outside have snapped off. Here is a vane that I found inside the pool pump, which is normally fitted to the side, such as this, and there should be 6 of these. This will need replacing, and I found that you can order this part from the Intex website. Once you've got the part, all you would need to do is carefully lower it back into the hole. But remember, it's magnetic, so it will actually snap itself into place if you let it go. This can cause you a problem. Assuming you've been gentle when lowering your impeller, the new one that is, back into place, you may then proceed to replace the white plastic cover by screwing down the 2 screws. Replace your pool filter pump cartridge and the lid, and replace, if necessary, the filter pump back onto your pool. However, there are 2 nuts which are located underneath the black plastic pump unit, electrical pump unit at the bottom, which if you're not gentle enough and you've snapped the impeller back into place, they may get dislodged, and there isn't enough clearance on the side to get most people's fingers down to hold or put the nuts back into place. If this happens, then you must resort to working on the pump unit from the underside. Okay, how to access the impeller and motor from the underside of your pump. Turn your pump unit upside down. First of all, there is a grommet holding your power cable in place. Gently slacken some of the power cable and lift this out so that it's free. Leave it dangling on the power cable. Next, locate on the black ring a little black screw. You need to unscrew this with the cross-haired screwdriver. I'm going to use the same one as for the other screws, but you may need a smaller one. Next, the black ring has some grips. You need to unscrew it anti-clockwise. Again, leave the ring dangling on the cable. To remove the motor unit, use your flathead screwdriver, place it under the lip and gently prise the motor unit upwards. You should now be able to lift the motor unit out. This hole is where the impeller goes. As you can see, as I was dismantling it, indeed the bolts that secure the white plastic cover to the black motor unit have come out of their sockets. Okay, now for the procedure to reassemble the filter pump unit. First of all, take your cover, remove the screws and place it with the shaft facing upwards. Take your replacement impeller, making sure the fan is at the bottom closest to the cover, put it onto the shaft. You should also find, if it has been dislodged, a small plastic washer. This should be placed over the end of the shaft. Next, making sure that you hold down the cover onto the table, because there will be an attraction between the magnet and the coils in the motor. Lower very gently the black over the top. Now, in order to fix it, you need to put your nuts back into place before you can secure with the screwdriver. Finally, you need to replace the assembled unit back into the outside casing. You'll see there's a groove on the inside edge of this ring. This should line up with this groove on the assembled motor unit. Additionally, there's a small indentation on the motor unit and a tab on the grey plastic surround. This should actually match up. Assuming that's the case, you can now replace the ring by screwing it clockwise until hand tight, and then secure it in place with the small screw. Next, locate your power cable into the hole. Get the grommet in the correct position, push down until secure. Replace your cartridge, screw on the top, and if necessary, connect back up to your pool and the power supply and test it.